The Pokemon Mew is easily the most elusive, yet iconic and beloved Pokemon among the original 151. Its elusiveness was intentional from the very beginning. In the original Pokemon games Red and Green, Mew originally was created to be a rumor, a Pokemon that's existence was supposed to be known, but never visually seen. This was actually a blessing for the franchise, becoming a big reason Red and Green sold so well, as playground rumors about the existence of the 151st Pokemon spread like wildfire across Japan. Eventually, with the well-known knowledge of Mew among the public, Game Freak hosted the first legitimate Mew giveaway through Japanese magazines in May of 1996. This led to an interesting history of Mew distributions. Even many years later, only one gave players the opportunity to shiny hunt for Mew. That being Pokemon Emerald's Old Sea map. Exclusive to Japan and Taiwan in 2005, it was the one and only instance in history where Mew could be legitimately shiny hunted at the intended shiny odds of 1 in 8,192. With that being said, how exactly are we supposed to shiny hunt Mew at the full odds before Generation 3? Well, we're not. If you intend on playing 100% legitimately, that's just the end of the story for shiny hunting Mew prior to Gen 3. However, if you're willing to do a bit of glitching, there are absolutely methods to shiny hunt your own blue Mew. There's actually two really interesting methods, both in the Gen 1 titles, before shiny Pokemon even existed. The first one is a revision of the first glitch in history that allowed players to encounter Mew without a cheating device all the way back in 2003. The Trainer Fly Glitch. This isn't the method I chose, so I'll leave resources in the description below if you're interested. Just be prepared that each encounter requires a short trainer battle, followed by flying to a different city and taking a brief walk before encountering and capturing Mew to check for shininess. Each check should take approximately 1 minute and 20 seconds. The second method is the route I chose, and on top of the execution being instantaneous after setup, and a significantly faster reset time, I also find it to be the most interesting, as it can be applied indirectly to the lore of the first Pokemon movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back. Introducing the Fossil Conversion Glitch, a glitch that allows you to revive any Pokemon in the game, which is exactly how I chose to shiny hunt for Mew. The premise of the glitch is that you can deposit a fossil to the scientist on Cinnabar Island, and then change what the fossilized Pokemon will become afterwards. Technically, this glitch allows you to revive Pokemon that weren't even in this generation. By modifying the setup slightly, you can also revive Gen 2 Pokemon that can be shiny on transfer. The setup itself can be kind of complicated, and I'll link a guide for it later, but to keep it brief, it involves a combination of glitches, like the save abuse glitch, item underflow, and arbitrary code execution, in a specific sequence that will put you at Cinnabar Island with everything you need to save in position for your hunt. At that point, it's as simple as picking up your revived Pokemon and checking its stats for shininess, leaving you at about a 30-second reset. But how does this tie into the lore of Pokemon at all? Wouldn't it make more sense if you were just fortunate enough to encounter a Mew in the wild? Well, potentially, but that isn't nearly as interesting as this statement from shiny hunter Nautoum, owner of his own fossil revival Mew and a key figure in the research and optimization of the fossil conversion glitch. A lot of people know that Mewtwo was created using Mew DNA, which could have been used to recreate a Mew instead. This hunt made me think a lot about the censored intro to the first Pokemon movie, where explorers find a fossilized Mew eyelash that is later used to create Mewtwo. I really like to think that I just gave this fossilized Mew eyelash to the scientist who revives fossils. I found this sentiment to be fascinating, and it's a big inspiration as to why I chose to do this hunt in the first place. In a way, we are writing our own Pokemon history by using the very same fossilized Mew eyelash to revive our own Mew in its extremely rare shiny palette. With all of that being said, I'd like to briefly cover exactly how I achieved this by showcasing the tool provided by Blue Moon Falls to make this all possible. This is the Generation 1 Shiny tool. It's essentially a spreadsheet of all the information you'll need for a given shiny hunt in the original games. By selecting the species of Pokemon and the level it appears at, you'll be given a chart with the exact stat distributions required for that particular Pokemon to be shiny on transfer. Just be aware that some of the stat distributions will require level up checks to confirm shininess. More on that later. It will also give you the exact instructions needed when setting up fossil conversion for each Pokemon, seeing as the setup for every Pokemon varies slightly. This guide, in combination with visual aid from Kazuli's video tutorial on YouTube, made it a very simple process for me to set up, being easily completable within about an hour and a half, maybe even quicker if you're better and luckier than I was. Before showcasing the live recording of my Shiny Mew, I'd like to look back at the stat distributions requiring level up checks over at Blue Moon Falls. Just because you have an initial match doesn't guarantee that you found a shiny. Since shininess is determined by DVs and some require level up checks, there is a chance that you will get extremely excited for what ultimately will not be a shiny after leveling up. This actually happened to me twice before finding my Shiny Mew. It's quite a rush, which leads to pretty laughable disappointment. Without further ado, I'll leave you with my 2 level up fails, and then the level up check that turned out to be my shiny fossil Mew. Enjoy the reactions. No way. 166, 71, 71, 71. This is my first potential Shiny Mew check. I'm only 149 resets in. Okay, so we check this off on the Shiny Tracker. I need to level it up to 32. Bro, if this is actually shiny, I'm gonna lose my cool. 166, 71, 71. I'm not trolling. Okay. So we must level it up to 32. So what we're gonna do, let's go to our items, grab a rare candy. 1, 2. Oh, that was one off. 106, 70, 75, 75, 76. If that special was 75, that would have been shiny. Dang. That's crazy. My heart's actually beating. Bro, like, oh, that could have potentially been a Shiny Mew. Oh my god, wait, this could be shiny. Hold on. I don't have the shiny tool up. Let me check. Whoa, hold on. Hold the phone. Alright, let me look up Mew. This could be shiny. 104, 66, 71, 71, 71. I need to level it to 32. Oh, this is crazy. My heart's beating again. I haven't had a level up check in about 1,800 something resets, so this is actually so exciting. Holy. Okay. Oh, let me calm down, take a couple deep. Oh, my heart is beating. Oh, let me take a couple deep breaths. Okay, let me check one more time just to be sure. 104 HP, 66 attack, 71, 71, 71. Okay. So we need to use 2 rare candies on it to take it to level 32. And we'll check the stats. 1. And moment of truth. Oh, that's not it. It needs to be 111 HP. Instantly cooked. And the specials are all off. Man. Oh, never lucky. After the last 2 fails, the level up check slowed down drastically. But on what would have been the last encounter of the session, another opportunity presented itself. And last encounter from you. What the hell? Are you kidding? I think this is a check. Hold on. Let me pull up the shiny tool. Oh, I haven't done this in such a long time. No way on the last encounter I potentially get a check. What in the world? 4146. It's been like 3K encounters, I think, since I had a check. Alright, let me calm down a little bit because I get too ahead of myself with these. Like, my heart gets racing. 69, 71, this is the check. I need to level up to 32. Alright, 104, 69, 71, 71, 71. Okay. Alright. I failed 2 checks before so far. I'm trying not to get too excited, but man. Alright, here we go. 2 levels. 31. Moment of truth. Is it 111? It is. That's a shiny Mew! That's a shiny Mew! No way! What? 4146, I just passed half odds. What? Shiny Gen 1 Mew. No way. Oh, dude, my heart's racing. Oh my god. No way. What? Are you serious? Bro, my heart's beating so fast. What? 111, 73, 75s. This is it. Oh my god. No way. Oh, bro, I'm actually shaking. Oh my god. My first Gen 1 hunt completed, and man, what a target. Under odds too. Nah, bro, this is unreal. What in the world? Let me save. Let me save. No way, man. I gotta get this thing to Gen 2. Oh my god, Shiny Mew on the last encounter! Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put in the work to get it to Gen 2. I'll catch you guys with whatever footage I have for on the way up. Turns out, there wasn't really any work that needed to be done. If you do a Gen 2 Pokemon, there is a little bit of arbitrary code execution you need to execute before sending it over, but for me, it was just as simple as going into the trade room, linking up the games, and sending it over. Oh my god, it looks so good! No way! Shiny Gen 1 Mew in my Crystal version. Let's go. And by doing that, my quest for one of the most elusive shinies in the original Pokemon games had been completed. All that's left to do is showcase it. Alright fellas, it's finally time to send out my shiny Gen 1 Mew in Crystal. It's so crazy to say that. Before I show it off, I just need to say thank you. This video is meant to be my 100 subscriber special, and somehow by the time it's going up, we're already closing in on 300. I really can't thank you enough. I hope you enjoyed this video as well. It's very different from the mostly raw gameplay that I normally upload, but it's been such a blessing to take this opportunity to push myself as a creator. One last thing, to all the people who have kept tabs on my Gen 5 videos, I think you'll love what's coming next. With all of that being said, let's send this Mew out in a battle, take a look at its Backsprite, and hear those iconic Gen 2 sparkles, and that'll be it from me. Normal Raticate, and shiny Gen 1 Mew in Crystal. Thank you all so much, and thank you again for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.